It's like, hey, yo, ready up, ready up, ready.
Like, yep,
So what is going
I
on?
was ready. Dude, I still have it downloaded, by the way.
Money in the background.
I still have it downloaded on my PS4.
Downloaded what?
The Nation.
On what? What?
On PS4, fool.
Yeah, so do I.
Hell yeah, we should play
Still got
it
it.
for like the
What is
15th
going on,
time.
guys? What is going on, guys? Season 2, Episode 2, Panda Cast. I'm not going to look like this the whole time. I was just doing it for a joke. But, victim, what you got to do is you got to get up and do some real stupid shit like that. He's about to be victimized.
Right.
If anybody can
I
find
can't
that video, it's an
videos.
old SOCOM C4 video. Like, yeah. All right. Find the video for me, please. Here we are. I don't know what to fucking say on the opening. What is up? Let's just jump into the topic at hand. Basically, we're going to jump in. And, McGavin, what list is it that you're looking at right now?
Honestly, I just typed up video games of upcoming video games of 2023, and I saw like 2 or 3 games on here that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, obviously, one of them being the Dead Space game, which comes out on the 27th of this month. I never got a chance to play.
Are you just looking at?
Protocol, but I will be playing it. I promise I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you just looking at what's on Google, like video games 2023/future?
Yeah, because that's it. Yeah, pretty much.
And it says click 42 more.
For me, it says I don't know about 42 more. It says 11 more for me.
All right, whatever.
Anyways,
Well, I guess I got more than you.
right. But yeah, no.
All right.
And then, but
let's.
go ahead.
Let's just go down this list. It says games for 2023. The first one up is Hogwarts Legacy.
For me, it's Fire Emblem Engage, but Hogwarts Legacy, yeah, I'm probably not gonna play it.
Fire Emblem Engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, our list is different then. It's on my list, but
All
all right. So Hogwarts Legacy. How do you feel about that one? Have you seen anything on it?
I have, but I just don't care enough for it. Honestly, I think for me, it's like strictly just the movies, and that's it. Yeah.
What's that fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Probably that Junior.
fucking meme? Yeah, that Robert Downey Jr. meme where he's like,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
yeah,
that's what
so-
it comes to. That's how I feel about that game. It's just like, okay, that's cool. It's like, that's
how
cool.
you feel? Yeah, for Hogwarts Legacy, what is that noise in the background?
Monica's blending something.
Super loud.
Sorry.
Super loud, dude.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it. I'm in the living room. I
All right.
don't have a room.
No worries. But yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, as far as how I feel about it, it definitely looks interesting. It looks cool. I like the mount, the hippogriff. Hey, mute your mic while she's blending. Because it's kind of loud. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, the Hogwarts Legacy is like the hippogriff is kind of cool. Is if that's what it's called. It the mount where you can like fly and ride horseback. It has some like cool animations, but again, I think it's more so of like a open world RPG type. So just kind of giving a little bit of it. It says Harry Potter enthusiasts who can still stomach the wizarding world. Oh wow. In the video game industry, okay, Hogwarts Legacy is an up-and-coming action role-playing game developed by Avalanche Software and published by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment under its Portkey Games label. Portkey. Ha ha ha. The game is set in the Wizarding World universe based on the Harry Potter novels and the film series, including Fantastic Beasts. Interesting. That's all I really have to say about that.
Yeah, I don't really care for the game. It looks cool. That's it. Nothing really much to say on that.
Yeah. If they give it away free on PlayStation Plus, maybe I'll check it out.
Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe
Just
it's
saying.
worth my time.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the list for me is Fire Emblem Engage. That's the one that I have first on my list, but that's the list I'm going.
Fire Emblem Engage.
Yes. I've played the Fire Emblem series on the 3DS. I played Fire Emblem Birthright, and it was pretty good. I actually did play Fire Emblem Awakening, and they're pretty cool games. You know, I'm a big fan of RPGs and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely has like sort of the rock paper scissors style games, like certain classes do better against certain things, but it's kind of like funky looking.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm not sure. I know that I did enjoy the previous game, but I haven't played all of them, so I don't know. Again, I'm still kind of like meh
Mm-hmm.
about that one.
Okay. Fire Emblem Engaged is an upcoming tactical role playing
I'll be right back.
game developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch. It is an installment in the Fire Emblem series and is planned to be released on January 20th, 2023. So it is definitely coming up soon. And while McGavin's going away, so let's go to the Wikipedia for Fire Emblem. Yeah, gameplay similar to previous in the game series, with the new addition of emblem rings that allow units to fight alongside the lords of previous Fire Emblem games, such as Marth. Engage is set on the continent of Ilios, and features previous protagonists for the series that can be summoned with emblem rings. The artwork and character design is done by Mika Picasso. A Lyra divine dragon is awoken. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Engaged.
Yeah,
Very
right.
interesting.
Yeah, it looks cool. I just don't like how the main dude looks like with his blue and half blue, half
Mm-hmm.
red. It's like the only thing that's throwing me off. Really, I don't know how I feel about that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on going.
Okay.
What's the second one on your list?
Uh, the next one on my list is Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah, that's the one that
Couldn't give any of
love
less of a
Final
shit.
Fantasy, the greatest game series of all time. One of the
Right.
greatest series of
For
all time.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
100%.
Final Fantasy 16 is an upcoming action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. The 16th main installment in the Final Fantasy series it is scheduled for release in 2023 for the PlayStation 5 as a timed exclusive. The game will feature segmented open environments and an action-based combat system involving both melee and magic-based attacks. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
totally
So look,
something new there.
no, not really. I mean,
Yeah, the only experience I really have with Final Fantasy, and this is probably why, when I say this, most people are gonna be like, "Yeah, that's why you don't fucking like it," is because the only Final Fantasy games I've played were Final Fantasy X and X-2, which
those are actually good ones. Everybody says people love 10 and 10 too. I didn't care for 10 and 10 too personally.
uh
So yeah,
so
I did
my
enjoy
cousin
playing
was
some
a
of that
big
one.
fan.
Mm.
Yeah, my cousin was a big fan, so it's like we played that on his PS2, way back a long time ago. That was my only real experience
Hmm.
with Final Fantasy games. I downloaded the PS Plus version of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Never touched it though.
Mm.
But yeah, that's kind of my experience with that.
It's
What
fucking
what was
great.
your first Final Fantasy? When did you get into it? Because I know that you've played 15,
Hmm.
and I know you like it,
Oh
and I
yeah,
know you've played 7 Remake.
yeah. So I played Final Fantasy VII. That was my first Final Fantasy game I ever played, and I played it
Did
because
you play original or the remake?
the original one. I played the original one.
Okay.
My cousin Chris, you know him. He was leaving to go to Mexico, and he was just giving his stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this game that he, didn't want to take with him because he didn't know how to play it that well, I guess. So he gave me Final Fantasy VII, and it came with like 3, 4 discs, PS1 or whatever. But the thing is that I never had a memory card, so like I'd always play the same little beginning parts over and over again. And I ended up
Uh-huh.
just liking the. Oh, why are you smiling? I ended up like just playing the game so long because I love like the soundtrack. I love just the
Mm-hmm.
style of it. It was really cool because it's something I've never played before. So you could say that Final Fantasy VII, the
Yeah.
original one, was my first like dive into like JRPGs in a way. So I
Mm-hmm.
played it a lot, and I just fell in love with the story and everything. Yeah, and I've just been a fan of Final Fantasy ever since. I even went back and played like Final Fantasy One on like Monica's PSP. I was on that for a little
Uh-huh.
bit, and I definitely bought definitely bought 15 because it was really cool, more modern take. And then me and Monica both played Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn. She would play on her PC, and I would play on
Mm-hmm.
my PS4 on the PS4. And again, it was really cool. Like I just like all the lore, all the like the myths that they include in these games because they're just a conglomerate of like religious things, cultures. Like you fight bosses and stuff like that from like
Mm-hmm.
uh, different like the same cultures. Like Bahamut is a summon Ifrit, like some of these mythical creatures I never heard of.
It's in the Middle Eastern area.
Yeah, Middle Eastern stuff like that. Like in Final Fantasy 15, one of the bosses was actually Quetzalcoatl, which is an Aztec serpent god, and it looked really really cool design. Again, it's just like the whole thing is just like there's just a bunch of like cultures and stuff imbued in one game, and it's really nice. Like it's really really cool. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah. It's got a long history. I mean, January 1987 was when it first came out by
Mhm.
Japanese game manufacturer SquareSoft.
Yeah,
And so what is that? 36 years ago?
yeah.
Literally
The
January
game.
36 years ago
I
it came
think
out.
the Final Fantasy title has been around forever because they have like 70 plus games, but that's the last time I've seen it. Like the 16th
Yeah.
official installment, but like they have like so many spin-offs.
Like numbered installment. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so many
number
other
installment,
like
yeah.
spin-offs, yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that one. It looked good. There
And
is some
then
controversy to that one, but that's about it. Yeah. So the controversy that a lot of people were saying is that there is like literally legitimately no colored people in that game, and the guy said it himself that it's because we wanted to like I don't know. It was something uh, dealing with medieval times, and I was just like, okay, and that's like the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that I've.
yeah, which is like nothing even to
I
bat an eye
mean,
about.
yeah,
Like I get it.
nothing for me either. Nothing for me is like it doesn't really affect me. It's like okay, well, I
Yeah.
mean, I see what they're trying to say, but at the same time, it's kind of like it
It's
doesn't
fancy.
it doesn't affect me personally, even though I am also of air quote color. But it's just like I don't care. I will still play regardless.
Yeah. I mean, you had representation in the last game, didn't you? Say there was an Aztec god that was like you were
Yeah,
fighting?
it was fucking dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's any. I mean, there probably is, but there's like I've never been like, how come there's nobody named Jose in this goddamn games? I don't care. It's
Man,
just,
dude, play Red Dead Redemption 2.
yeah.
Play Red Dead Redemption. Be like, you'll see plenty of Mexican dudes running around.
Chuparosas.
Yeah, yeah. It's like fucking
The city
those
pride, the
random
town pride.
NPCs. Yeah, random town pride. Like you're walking through it, and the guy's like, "Los hermanos," it's like, or "Las hermanas." It's like, all right, fucking dude, whatever. Like a random dude just yells that shit out.
Right.
But all right, what's the next game on your list you're seeing?
For me, the second on my list is SpongeBob SquarePants. Let me click on it. SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. and I don't. Oh, wait,
All right, yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake is an upcoming.
maybe what's the matter? Okay, maybe. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm moving myself in a second.
Yep. SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake is an upcoming platform game developed by Purple Lamp Studios and published by THQ Nordic. It is based on the Nickelodeon animated series SpongeBob SquarePants and is scheduled for release on January 31st, 2023 on Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. No PS5, I'm guessing. But, yeah. I have nothing to say. I don't even give a shit about that game at all.
Yeah, don't care either. Nothing to say. I like SpongeBob, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, like who gives a shit? The next one on mine is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I'm guessing is the sequel to Fallen Order. Yes, a sequel to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is literally the description. Survivor is an upcoming action adventure game developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by Electronic Arts. And yes, it is the sequel to Fallen Order, which I didn't play, and I'm not really crazy about it. It's nothing that's really popping off on my radar. I think they actually gave away Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on PlayStation Plus. If I'm not mistaken, and I still haven't touched it. So I think I have it, and I still haven't played it. But it's due for release on February 24th. You still there? I guess you muted for yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
PlayStation months. Yeah, for January. Yeah, literally, PlayStation Plus monthly games for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. They gave it away in January. So if you're listening to this right now, still available on January 3rd.
It was probably December, maybe.
3 titles will be available. Please. No, yeah, January monthly game. So it'll be able to get until February, whatever the first Tuesday is, and you can get Fallout 76 and Axiom Verge 2. So cool, we're able to tie that in. But yeah, check out Fallen Order if you haven't, or if you're excited for Survivor, check out Fallen Order because you got it for free on PlayStation Plus Essentials, I believe.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
No,
next for you?
No comment on that game either. I heard it was good, but other than that, I'm just like, just never got to it.
Yeah.
So my third one on my list is actually Hogwarts Legacy. We already talked about that one, so I'm gonna skip that one. And the next one for me is Horizon Call of the Mountain, and I believe this is the VR version, maybe. Because this, so this one is, it says Horizon Call of the Mountain is an upcoming action video game, blah, blah, blah. It's a launch title for the PlayStation VR 2. So, this is the VR one.
Oh, yeah, PlayStation.
How
do you feel about Horizon? Do you like it as a franchise?
I actually like Horizon. I have it on the PS4. I haven't beaten it yet, but I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. When I first got it, I was on it for a while, and then I got distracted with other games. I like it. I like it as a franchise. Guerrilla did a really good job on that one, in my opinion, because it's a new IP for the system. No loading screens, which is something that I never noticed until someone mentioned it to me. Like, there's no loading screens in that game at all whatsoever. And I just think it's really cool. I'm kind of sad that I can't really play the second one, but I still have to finish the first one. So it's kind of like, can't really be too upset.
Yeah, you're not really missing it right now.
Yeah, but Horizon is it's pretty cool. It's kind of hard for me because obviously you're still fighting like these ginormous like mech machines, animals and whatnot. So it's pretty cool how they have it. And I'm just a big fan of like just giant robots and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Crafting is pretty easy.
For me, I got it when it came out. Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, really? I didn't. Oh,
that was
the second one.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
I got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember the fucking name of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that one when it came out, and it was hurting my eyes when I was playing it. But I was playing it on my dad's computer monitor. So like I don't know if it was like really rigged up nicely to match with the PS4. So it was just giving me like fucking. It's like hurting my eyes when I play it. But other games weren't hurting my eyes while playing them. So I'm not quite sure if it was the monitor or not, or if it was just the game.
Yeah.
And I haven't really tried it since. So I haven't really played it since it came out.
Oh, okay, because I think
I could probably try it again, but I don't know.
Me and you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I got it when it came out.
Yeah, I think I got it maybe like...
And it's cool. It's like, I like the game, but...
Yeah, it was just hurting your eyes and stuff.
Yeah, so I didn't even check it, do it. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm probably not gonna get the VR version of it, honestly. Like once I beat Zero Dawn and get a PS5 and play the new one, which I mean I'm still like it's still a game I'm very interested in. I probably won't touch the VR stuff.
Yeah, probably not me either. I'm not getting the VR too. I know that.
All right, what's your?
But what's the next one on yours? Or that was
technically my third one because Hogwarts was on my third, but I skipped that one because we already talked about it.
Oh, okay. So then, my next one is Dead Island 2.
Oh, 10 years later, maybe
which is
more,
funny. Like, the sequel to 2011 video game to 12 years later.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, give up already. Dead Island 2 is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Dam Buster Studios and published by Deep Silver. It is the sequel to the 2011 video game Dead Island and the third major installment in the franchise. I don't have much to say. Honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah,
Dying Light's better.
Yeah, I think Dying Light's way better. But isn't it? I know they're both published by Deep Silver. Maybe I don't know about Dying Light 2.
Right.
But who made
Dying Light is
who made Dying Light, the first one?
The same studio as Dead Island.
No, but this Dying Light 2 is Dying Light was not made by the same people. I don't remember. What's
Yeah, it
you
was.
just said?
Dying Light and Dying Light 2 are made by the same people. Techland.
Techland. Okay, but this one was made by who?
Yeah, Dan Buster is
Yeah,
the Dead Island 2. So
yeah.
we're getting the names mixed together. So Dead Island 1 was Techland, I believe. And
Yes, it was
Dying
Techland.
Light 1 and 2 is Techland.
Yeah. So this
They
is a
went with
different
another
studio.
for Dead
Yeah.
Island 2.
I want to know
But yeah,
what
Dan
took forever.
Busters.
Kind of curious. I have to do some digging for that one.
Uh, just changed a lot of hands, I guess.
Maybe nobody wanted.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to work.
Everybody's like, man, fuck this game.
Right. Yeah, Dying Light's a great game. I
What's
still want
yours?
to play Dying Light 2. So my next one on my
It's
list.
kind of a letdown, honestly.
Really compared to the first one.
Yeah, compared to the
Oh,
first one, I think the first one's. I would like to see like the graphics of the second one and some of the implementations. Like you can ride like a bicycle in the second one, which is cool.
a
And
bike
put
is
that in the
a
first
bike
one.
is cool. It's like,
But
oh,
the
man, I
first
want a bike.
one's. Yeah, you're like, ching, ching, ching. It's like,
Hitting
man,
the
my
bell.
stamina's at 100.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the fucking zombie, like, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Or like the
Yeah.
air horn.
What's your next
like
one?
a clown horn.
Yeah, oh, the.
Right.
That actually sounded pretty close.
Right. So my next one is Sons of the Forest, and I was actually like super close to buying the Forest on the PC when I was in Korea because I was watching this guy like do a bunch of videos and stuff like that, how crazy it was. But never got to it because I was like, man, who am I gonna play this with? And the Sons of the Forest was really freaking cool, like one of those like survival, like build 'em up games and stuff like that, like a sandbox.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I'm not even seeing that on this list.
No,
On the list I'm looking
first
at, I don't even
Forest,
see
baby.
it. So
No, the second one, I definitely want to get the second one. I'm interested in it. It's pretty cool. Like all the mutants and stuff like that. How like if you are if you're an aggressive person, like
Uh-huh.
beating up the cannibals and stuff like that, they'll like be obviously like be more aggressive towards you or whatnot. Like that's the thing
Uh-huh.
about the forest is that like the AI or the the computer will learn from you. So like if you play very
Mm.
passively, they'll kind of leave you alone for the first couple of days. But obviously now it's like, oh, now that he's starving or something like that, they'll come attack you because they think you're vulnerable. But in reality, you're held up in a shed or you're building up your walls or building or cabin and like anywhere,
Uh-huh.
right? You can like have food and whatnot, and it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure the second one they're gonna improve on that a lot. They're introducing a lot more mutants, they said, and now you have like if you're playing offline mode, you have an AI companion to kind of counteract them. But
Huh.
yeah,
Okay.
it's really cool. It's like a learning AI kind of thing. I think somebody said it's like a better version of like Hello Neighbor. So like, I don't know, have you heard of that one? Like an old one.
Mm-mm.
So like Hello Neighbor was another game that was coming out where it's like you're this kid trying to like sneak into your neighbor's house. So like if you snuck in through the window, the next time you sneak in through the window, there's like mouse traps by the door. Okay, so you're not doing that no more.
Oh wow.
You'll like break through like the attic or something like that, and then now the hatch is locked. Like it's like learn from it. It'll learn for you not to get caught. And that's how the forest and Sons of the Forest is. Where like any actions that you do will affect how the enemies are. So like obviously, like I said, if you're very
They're
aggressive,
like, oh man, this guy knows some maneuvers.
yeah,
Then they'll better counteract him.
yeah, they won't attack you one by one. Now they'll bombard you with like in a mob and stuff like that. You know,
Oh okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
a
pretty
really
sick.
cool thing.
That's
It is
pretty
It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
why.
survival horror, indie game, adventure game, simulation, video game, shooter, fighting game, adventure is
Oh
the
my
fucking
god! All
genre.
this- just name them all.
Yeah.
Racing game,
It's like I'm surprised they didn't say like fucking sports roguelike
sports,
strategy.
Tetris, Rocket League.
Yeah, just throws in like fucking roguelite and roguelike.
Mhm.
It's like what? It's both.
All right, but yeah,
But all
that's
right, the
it's
forest.
A good game.
The
The Sons of the Forest is.
I will tell you the forest was one of those where it was on sale for like $2, and I was like, man, should I get it?
Yeah, I remember.
But I
doing-
didn't.
I remember
I
hearing
ended
about
up
that
not
game. I saw
getting
a
it.
trailer for that back in like 2014. The first time I was overseas, I was like, "Man, this game was good."
Oh yeah,
I never heard about it, and then like I guess it released on PS4 like years later, like maybe 4 years later,
Yeah.
2018 or something like that. But it was made.
yeah,
in
but that's when it came
2018.
out. 2014. Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But all
it's,
right.
next on your
Next
list.
game, Assassin's Creed Mirage.
I don't even think that one's on my list. Oh yeah, you have like a 40 something plus list. I have like 11.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
Assassin's
a
Creed
larger
Mirage.
list.
I don't know how I feel about that one because I don't know.
Assassin.
Let me look that one up.
I'm interested in it.
Let me refresh my stuff.
Yeah.
Still,
I'm interested in this one because it's supposed to be like a return to form. So, is an upcoming action adventure game developed by Ubisoft Bordeaux and published by Ubisoft. It will be the 13th major installment in the Assassin's Creed series and the successor to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Principally set in 9th century Baghdad during the Islamic Golden Age, the game will follow Basim. Uh, I can't say the rest of his name. The game has been described as a return to the series' roots, with a bigger focus on the linear storytelling and stealth gameplay than more recent installments, which primarily focus on role-playing elements. So, in my opinion, I didn't really like Origins and Valhalla and Odyssey didn't really appeal to me because I'm like they're way bloated, way big. It takes like a fucking 1,000 hours. I don't want to do that. I personally liked Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed 2 the best out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's more like that, where you're going from city to city, and it's kind of like, hey, you're doing a bunch of missions in this like general area, you can kind of learn the map a little bit better. And
Didn't you just feed her?
yeah, I just fed her.
I think she needs a nap.
Yeah, it is late for her. But yeah.
yeah, and then it's kind of like you can learn like this general area where okay, you're running around, you kind of learn the area, and you're doing more linear missions. You know, kind of like how the first one was, where you're going to these different cities that have these different feels, but it's a little more compact, a little more condensed. Something that I didn't really like about Odyssey and Origins is it's like a lot of open areas, and it's just like I'm not really doing Assassin's Creed shit right now.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm
can
just
feel
doing guy with the sword shit.
I feel that. I did like Odyssey quite a
That's
bit.
how I felt.
I played it a lot. I liked it.
You would.
Yeah, I love open world games like that. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite genres. Um, but I do. I will. It depends on how it is. Again, I haven't seen a gameplay for it. I did. I mean, obviously, I did hear about it on like another video that I saw, and it looks. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of interested. I'm seeing how the gameplay is going to look like. Like, hopefully, I can kill someone or assassinate someone without having like being under leveled. That doesn't matter how big or bad they are. Like, if I'm a 200-pound man coming down on you, I should be able to just like, ugh.
Right.
Right. Oh, what
yeah.
you hear?
No, I'm saying like the sound effect you just made.
Yeah,
Like,
my knees gonna still land on the ground from like a 5-story.
yeah, like that's your fucking ankles breaking. But yeah, what's the next one on yours?
The next one on me, the next one I have is called the Altair Rise 3: Alchemist of the End of the Secret Key. Oh, and the Secret Key. Don't know anything about this game. Don't care for it. I guess. That's a long title.
Oh, here's
Next.
Sons of the Forest. Yeah, there's no write up. Yeah, I don't really even give a shit about that. Next one for me, Alan Wake 2. Never played the first one.
Me either.
And never played the remake.
I heard it was good. There's a remake?
I don't even know what it's about. Yeah, there's an Alan Wake.
Oh, dude, you know who could
remake,
tell you? You know who could tell you something about that game? Freaking Nick. I remember him telling me about Alan Wake.
Yeah, Nick will
He'll
text me the whole opening monologue.
I thought you texted that on Max Payne.
Like he did for Max Payne 3.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
He did. But he'll text me the Alan Wake fucking monologue.
Dude, every day after school.
Alan Wake 2 is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Epic Games. Cool.
Yeah, every day after school, Nick
don't have
would
anything
tell
to say. Never
me
played
a
the first
story of either Alan Wake, Max Payne, or Metal Gear Solid. That's he would literally like tell me like so Nate, where were
Yeah,
we at? He's like, all right, bro, let me tell you that we were at this every day after school. We ride the bus together all the way to where
dude.
we needed to go, and he just tell me parts of the story
There was
in
so when we were
extremely
in
good
Boy
detail.
Scouts. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. He'll fucking remember everything. We were in Boy Scouts and we had to do like a 10-mile hike or some shit.
Jesus Christ.
And I wasn't available to do the hike that day
Hmm.
and go on the trail that we were supposed to go on. So we basically did like a hike around Forest Park, Morrow, Ellenwood area.
Hmm.
And we just went for 10 miles. Like we went to here, we tracked it, everything that we did. The whole time he's telling me like from start to finish the entire lore of Metal Gear. Like I know everything about Metal Gear and I can't remember any of it. Like it's
Because
too
you've heard
much for
all
me
of
to
it.
remember. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, I've heard. Yeah, like I know the whole everything about Metal Gear, but I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it except
Mm.
Snake and Solid Snake are two different people.
Yeah, boss, big boss, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Yeah.
Um. Was that your next one or my next one? No, that was my
That
next
was
one.
yours.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Alan Wake 2. All right, so just thoughts on Alan Wake 2. Never played any of this series.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, a good friend of ours, he'll probably tell you everything about it, but no connection, no relation, don't really
Mm-hmm.
care. Boom. All right, the next one on my list is The Day Before. I don't know anything about this game, but The Day
This
Before
one.
is currently the most
Uh-huh.
wishlisted game on Steam as of right now.
Yeah.
Delay length 8 months, 8 days. Affected platforms. It's coming out on the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. Redfall, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an MMO from Square Enix. That's all I know about the game. Let me click on that and see what it is. Yeah, I don't never heard of it.
Square Enix. Interesting. They must be publishing it, not making it.
Yeah,
But
probably pushing it.
I watched this video. So I've seen a couple of videos of it, and it looks like The Last of Us combined with The Division combined with great graphics.
Hmm.
But I've watched this video on it where the person goes into a lot of detail about the company developing it and their previous games and how none of them are finished and they all suck. So it's just like for this game to be number one wish listed, it's definitely it's definitely from the trailers that have been put out, and for good reason. It looks good, but there's some skepticism, and I could probably link to that video in the description of this video if you're looking to check out the more in-depth version of what I just said. But there's a lot to be skeptical about. It's like too good to be true,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I think it's cool looking, and I definitely would want to play it. But it's going to be one of those play it and make up my own mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get hyped for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything, but I have to look into it too myself. Honestly, I didn't know it was almost wishlisted. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like a rapid fire and tell me if you want to make a comment or not, because I got like 10 games in a row that all suck or I've never heard of them.
Okay, go for
And
it.
all right, Redfall is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by Arcane Studios.
Don't care.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3 is an upcoming role-playing video game developed and published by Larian Studios.
No comment.
Yeah, nothing to say here. Company of Heroes 3 is an upcoming real-time strategy game developed by Relic Entertainment and published by Sega for Microsoft Windows, a sequel to Company of Heroes 2.
No,
I've never heard of it.
I've heard of it, and that's about it. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me
in
click the
in the comments, please, if any of these games are something that you feel like we should check out, please say something. Kerbal Space Program 2 is an upcoming space flight simulating video game developed by Intercept Games and will be published by Private Division. Okay. Season, A Letter to the Future. Oh, McGavin, you left and didn't say anything. I doubt he has anything to say about that, too. Blood Bowl 3 is an upcoming turn-based fantasy sports video game developed by Cyanide Studios and published by Nacon. All right. Lies of P.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
If it's not Life of P, I don't want to watch it.
Sees Pinocchio. Yeah, Lies of P. Lies of P sees Pinocchio trapped in the city of Kret, a Belle Europe-inspired world of prosperity brought down by unimagined horror. Okay, interesting.
Did you
Stalker 2, Heart of
by any
Chernobyl. What's up?
chance mention Atomic Heart? That's another game I'm interested in.
No,
Yeah,
not yet.
Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart is one that I'm kind of looking forward to.
Okay. So then there's Stalker, Heart of Chernobyl, Stalker 2, survival horror role-playing video game, developed and published by Ukrainian game developer GSC Game World, set to release for Microsoft. Okay. I don't have anything to say anything about that. You got something?
It looks interesting. I heard that the Stalker series was pretty good, or at least like the game Stalker that came out like a long time ago was really really good. It's kind of like a Metro. So that's one good.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing. Yeah, that's the only thing that I know.
Oh, it's
about
like
it.
Metro, but in Chernobyl.
Yeah, it's like kind of like it's. Well, I don't know how long the books have been around for Metro, but I know that when it comes to gameplay, it's kind of like one of those like radioactive post-apocalyptic dystopian Russian games. Air quote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then Atlas Fallen.
Never
Is the
heard
video game industry 2023 is expected to see the release of many new video games. Atlas Fallen. Okay, whatever. Lightyear Frontier. Doesn't even have a write-up.
Never heard of it.
And then Aliens Dark Descent is an upcoming real-time strategy video game developed by Tindalos. Okay, Interactive in collaboration with Disney's 20th Century Games and published by Focus Entertainment. Nothing for me. I don't really have anything to say about that.
Yeah, nothing. Same here. Nothing.
All right. And then Diablo 4.
The Diablo 4 looks cool. And that's it. I don't really. I still gotta play Diablo 3.
Deckard Cain here.
Right. I still had to finish it. But that's about
I don't know why we gave him like this ridiculous voice. He probably doesn't even. If I went back and listened, he probably doesn't even sound like that. He's probably like Deckard Cain here.
Right.
But we're like Deckard Cain here.
Super enthusiastic.
Developed action role playing game. Yeah. He's like, this cave has never been opened for 1,000 years. How did my book find its way? It's like, okay. And this is the fourth main installment of the Diablo series. Blizzard Entertainment, yada, yada, yada. More Diablo. What's next on your list?
So, again, there's a bunch of lists in this game that I've never heard about. Except for, so my rapid fire list is Forspoken. I don't know anything about that game. It's published by Square Enix.
That's one on my list, too.
Luminous Productions and stuff like that. There's another thing called Blank. Or Blanc, don't know anything about that game. I don't know about you. Wild Hearts. That one, I think it sounds like it looks like the Monster Hunter world, but made by EA. So it looks kind of cool, but it's because again, I just became a fan of Monster Hunter, like the series recently, like past couple years. So it looks somewhat interesting.
Yeah. Action adventure role playing game developed by Omega Force and published by Electronic Arts under EA Originals label. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Let's say Company Heroes 3.
Somewhat of a. Yeah. Somewhat of a Monster Hunter. Damn, it was something else. Shadow of the Colossus, maybe.
Yeah, like giant monsters and stuff like that. Then again, Monster Hunter, you fight against giant monsters too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what 1, 2, 3. Okay, Company Heroes. I'm not gonna count that since you already said it. The Keebler Space Program 2. Don't know. It's a flight simulation video game.
That one too. Kerbal.
Did you?
You said Keebler.
Keebler. Man, I'll call it.
Yeah, Kerbal Space Program 2. Yeah, I talked about that one.
Yeah, whatever.
That was when you got up for a second.
Okay. Destiny 2 Lightfall. Don't care for Destiny 2. Did you mention the Wolong Fallen Dynasty?
Nope.
Okay, so it's a game.
That's probably like a fucking Dynasty Warriors game.
Yeah, I mean it's developed by Team Ninja, and apparently it's the same studio responsible for the Neo action RPG,
Uh
which
huh.
is fucking phenomenal.
Oh.
But I don't know much about
Oh,
it.
so it's probably
It's
gonna be
just
hard.
maybe, but it's
Mm-hmm.
again it looks good. I mean, I don't know. I have to look into it. But if it's the same studio that made Neo, then it's either gonna be hard or it's just gonna be really good. This little girl's kicking.
Hmm. Okay.
That's okay. And then the next one is Dead
Sounds good.
Space, which is I'm really excited for. I like refuse to watch any sort of videos
Upcoming
for it,
survival horror game.
but because we already know
Mm-hmm.
how it goes, they might change some things though.
Yeah, like Isaac talks now. It's kind of annoying. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to hear his dumbass voice.
No,
I like the first one where he was a stoic figure.
yeah, they didn't really say much.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I understand why you're muting. Yeah, he didn't talk in the first one, but Dead Space is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Motive and published by Electronic Arts. Should be coming out the 27th. So, in about, 15 days? No, not 15 days. Jesus Christ. In 13 days, it'll be out. So, less than 2 weeks away for the Dead Space remake.
Right? To me, that's gonna be good.
I have watched a few videos on it. The graphics look amazing. And the voice acting is nice. The level design has improved. There's a lot of stuff that's still similar, but the tram system isn't the main or the primary way to go from mission to mission or chapter to chapter. It's a little bit more interconnected, and a little more. You can go anywhere on the ship at any time, but there's probably clear boundaries that are
Yeah.
set up. Kind of like Resident Evil 2 remake, where you go to that one room and there's only one like kind of clear path to go, but then it branches out into a lot of different paths.
I was gonna say, or what they did with the game itself too, is that some of the doors were like locked forever, like to prevent you from walking in. So like in order for you to get to like I don't know what chapter it might be, but the medical station part, that might be locked. You can't go through there until like you complete this chapter, grab the key
Oh
at the end
yeah.
of the chapter, and then come back and just oh, here's the key that you got from beating this boss because he had it or whatever. And then now you're into the next chapter.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I feel like that's one way.
Or it's
'cause, I mean,
potential like
you know,
yeah, or potential like okay, you gotta fix the tram system, go in there, and then you come out by unlocking the door from the other side, some shit like that.
yeah, something like that. I'm pretty sure they'll find. They're pretty sure they
Yes,
figured it out. How to
some
do it,
video game thing they do.
right?
Yeah, some
yeah.
video game tactic.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's getting late, dude.
yeah, I
Getting
know.
lady late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, Atomic Heart.
Next
that's
I got
a game that I'm really interested in. If it's coming up on your list
yeah.
soon, let me know.
Yeah, it is. It's like my next one. Like there's
Oh,
two.
yeah.
It's Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I don't really care. I don't know
No
anything
pain
about
on
it.
that.
And then Starfield, I don't really care or have anything to say about it.
No pains on either of those two. I might look into them if they pop up on my YouTube. If not, I won't look into
Yeah.
them honestly.
Okay. Atomic Hearts. That's the next one.
Yeah. So, from the videos that I've seen, it looks like a really weird, like it looks like you swallow her. It looks like a really weird, like Fallout 4, but more utopian like game. Like it looks like because you're fighting like a bunch of robots, but the outside levels look very lush and green, like how you would see like on like the Jetsons and stuff like that, where everything's kind of like green grass, white buildings, white like like white pieces of art and stuff like that, and you have these giant like robots coming at you and whatnot. So like I said, it kind of gives you like that like you're like in a sort of like in an amusement park from what I've seen. Like everything just looks like it's there for a reason. And apparently it's supposed to like take place in like Soviet Russia and stuff like that. And it's really
Man, you
freaking
got a
cool.
thing for Russia, don't you?
No, not really. It's just this is what it says. Like it's even in the beginning, like Atomic
Welcome
Heart.
to the metro.
It's literally like boom right there. First splash art that I seen, one of the first ones. It's like a chick, a robot. Like she looks like a cyborg with like blonde hair, and she's got a red star, a red commie star on her forehead.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
pretty
Atomic
cool.
Heart. Yeah, like the main image.
Yeah. Oh, it's my bad. It looks like a Bioshock slash Fallout mix, is what people are saying. Because you do have like you can either dual hand your weapons, or you can use the
Mm-hmm.
one arm and still use like powers with the other one, kind of like how you would in Bioshock. I believe it was Bioshock Infinite. I didn't really give it Bioshock 2, but that's where they introduced it.
Yeah.
You know, it looks really
Yeah,
interesting.
Atomic Hearts is an upcoming FPS action role-playing video game developed by Mudfish and published by Focus Entertainment and for Divinity. The game is planned for release. Should be coming out. Says something 2023. Atomic Hearts all. Oh, February 21st, 2023. Atomic Hearts. Yeah, I have to take a look at it because it does look kind of interesting. But I just never even heard of it until you said it right now.
Really,
So I don't have a lot to say. Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
yeah, it looks fucking great. Like I seen some gameplay of it, maybe just a trailer, and it looks really good. Looks like it'll be
Mm-hmm.
a fun blast to kind of just go to like Bioshock Infinite or just Bioshock going around like these
Yeah.
big old arenas. You're just shooting
Right.
and like using your like powers and stuff along with like um, along with your gun. It's pretty cool. It
Yeah.
looks good.
It's like, okay, Cosworth, let me go ahead and
Fuck
turn these
you,
alarms off. It's like,
Cosworth.
Cosworth, fuck you. I'll never forgive you.
I can love
Fucking
that. Now I gotta watch
Angry
it.
Joe.
Angry Joe, dude. I found that place on Fallout, and I literally told.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who I had. I think I had Peggy or I had one of the AI companions, and I was like, "You stay here," and I went and disassembled all the freaking mines, and it took me forever because there was so many. Did you ever
Yeah,
find
because
that?
you're like, okay, Cosworth, let me just.
I'll stay here.
I think I
No,
know. Are you
so
talking about the one where dog meat ran through one time?
for
And
you.
no, it was in like a clip of it years ago.
Yeah, it was like a clip. No, so there was one. Yeah, it was a clip. So there's plenty of clips. It's like it was a tunnel, and like a bunch of laser beams are just like all over the place. Like, and they're just mines because as soon as you do them, they'll trigger like the minigun turrets. Fuck you, girls.
They
It's
just
just good.
Cosworth just floats in there like, and Codsworth is like the fucking best name for that shit.
I'll be right back.
Like, fuck you, Codsworth. I'll never forgive you. All right, so Kevin's got to go take care of that. I I already know that McGavin isn't going to have much to say about this game because he never played the first one. But this is a game that I'm interested in playing just because of the franchise that it is. But Hollow Knight Silk Song comes out. Let me look up the date on it because it's not just right there. But Hollow Knight. Yay. Silk Song video game release date will be, it just says initial release date 2023. So this is kind of one of the ones where there isn't a definitive date, but I also remember that it was teased on Steam a few years ago. I know that it was definitely back in like 2019. I want to say 2019 that it was teased for coming out on Steam. Okay, so Hollow Knight Silk Song is an upcoming Metroidvania video game developed and published by Team Cherry for Windows. It is the sequel to what began as Hollow Knight DLC add-on eventually turned into a fully fledged sequel. Silk Song is the all-new game from Team Cherry, building upon the original Hollow Knight. Pretty much, the reason why I say McGavin ain't gonna say nothing about it is just because he hasn't played it. So,
What game?
how do you feel about Hollow Knight? Anything to say? Hollow Knight Silk Song.
It looks good. I haven't finished playing the other one. I played it for like 10 minutes, enjoyed it, but that game
How long did you play the first one?
for like 30 minutes. It was great. Hey,
Fuck
dude,
you, Codsworth.
I'm at the go, bro.
You're gonna have to go.
Yeah.
No worries. This is just kind of like a taste. Like, what was out of what we've talked about? What is your most anticipated game?
Well, obviously Dead Space One or Dead Space remake because it's the most closest to us.
Mm-hmm.
But Dead Space for sure. Atomic Heart, I'm interested in. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sons of the Forest. Yeah, that's another one from my list. And then I'm a bit curious on the day before. So those are the four out of the list that we've talked about
Yeah.
so far. And all the other ones that I see on the
Yeah.
list, I'm just kind of meh, don't care. But top tier
Yeah.
though, SpongeBob. I'm ready for that one.
Oh, dude, I can't even believe we didn't go into detail on that yet. Like, I'm eager to talk about the fucking SpongeBob SquarePants video game.
All right.
Yeah. So for me, the day before, obviously got to check it out just because it's very hype, and I want to do some research onto it and talk a little bit more about it. Dead Space, yes, of course. Hollow Knight Silk Song, yes, of course. And then one that we didn't talk about. There's two on my list that I know we didn't talk about that are going to be top tier games that we might want to look into. One is Resident Evil 4 remake and Street Fighter 6 on this
Mm.
list. So,
Oh yeah, I got something to say. Fuck Street Fighter 6. Feels like shit. Yeah. That's how I feel about that game.
wow.
Mm.
Okay. Never mind then. I thought you were going to have some positive things to say about it.
They look like ass.
But yeah, man, it looks like Street Fighter 5. I swear to God.
Not even close.
Yeah, I know it's better than Street Fighter.
You're crazy, James. You're trying to get me riled up. The game was like trash.
But yeah. But all right, man. If you got to go, you got to go. Totally cool. I'm going to close out the show while you're
All right.
leaving.
All right, man. Hey,
All right.
hell yeah, bro. 2023, baby.
Hey, we got it done.
It's my year. I'm just kidding.
It's my year. I don't know if it's going to allow you to leave or do I have to stop the recording?
What if I just exit? Close window. Will I stay?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably not. Like it just stays recording.
Just an empty
Like,
room.
records your fucking family. Like while you're asleep and shit.
All right, hold on. Let me
But
see.
but no,
Yeah.
pretty much we're gonna stop it here. McGavin has to unfortunately dip out earlier than expected, but I'm glad we were able to get the show recorded. Season 2, Episode 2, PandaCast. Be sure to like, follow, comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, this is actually keeping in line with what I wanted to do for the show. You know, keep it a little bit tighter, a little bit shorter, and you know, a little bit more natural.
Hell yeah.
So tell us how you like it. If there's some of these games that we mentioned that you want to and are anticipating and want to play, maybe games that we potentially crossed over that we didn't go into detail on that maybe you think is awesome, you know, like that SpongeBob game. Tell us how that is. If that's good and you want to do it,
game.
by all means do it. You know, I'm not judging anyone, but at the end of the day, come back next week for PandaCast episode 3.
There it is.
Episode 3, baby.
Episode 3, baby.